My hair's cut a little different than it used to be. So.
You got it, girl.
Hiya.
Hiya. How we feeling?
You guys, I love how you look. Oh my gosh.
We're going back to the 80s, baby.
It was pretty easy to accomplish. I'm not going to lie. I remember doing this all. So, yeah.
The bigger, the better.
I feel like I'm halfway done compared to Jana's do. Like I was trying to really push it out there.
And it's falling even, so.
But I could not remember how to do it. Like even my makeup, I couldn't remember. I was like, did I do this? Did I do that? My sister goes, you got to put in hot curlers. That's what we used to do. I'm like, we did.
Yeah.
Plus it was cut different, right? So I used to have actual bangs.
Bangs, yeah.
I did do one, but I couldn't get there.
So why don't we show our 80s pictures so everybody knows what we were trying to mimic?
Okay.
Jen, you go first.
Me?
In the 80s.
This is mine.
Jen in the 80s. Can you put it a tiny bit closer?
Yeah. Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yep.
There we are.
That's the big hair we're looking for. Let me do mine.
That's right.
This was me at the prom.
Oh, look at
you look so cute.
So I was trying to do that, but it's just not. I don't know what I did to get that to come out like that.
It's a different cut. All right,
maybe
Jana,
right.
What about yours?
Jana, give us yours.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
that is some hair.
Yeah, I had a lot of hair
and red,
and it was really red. Jennifer used to. I had a mane, a lion's mane.
I told her I was just jealous.
Oh, that's great.
I did have really thick hair though. So
yeah. See, I never did, never have, never will. That's
love
okay.
it. Yeah.
All right. Greetings to our listeners. We are so happy that you're here with us, and we just want to remind you that we love to hear from you. We love your comments, and they help us. But more than anything, they just make us happy. So keep commenting. We love to hear from you.
We do love them.
Speaking
of comments, I feel like I'm the one who always has to say her name, and she still hasn't corrected us. But it's I'm just going to say the way I think it is. Me be a cougar. But she commented on. Actually, it was Jennifer when Jen was on the hot love seat. So, but she said, I love the animal voices, and she's relating to owning her own business because it's a unique challenge. So she related to Jen in that way. So thanks so much for the comment. We love it.
I wonder what her business is.
I know.
Maybe we could support her.
It's the business of cougars.
Rent a cougar. Rent a cougar.
Oh my gosh.
We'll sign shop.
With my shoulder pads that keep falling.
That's right.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to bring
this Velcro in there, because I used to Velcro in.
Velcro into your bra strap, remember?
That's the key, man.
Hey, I could tuck them under. Back. I heard those are coming back, those shoulder pads.
I hope not, because one, they're hot, and two, we look like football players. I mean, this is definitely the football player look, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's weird when you're young, you can wear anything.
Yeah.
When I was doing all this makeup, I mean, I haven't worn eyeshadow in, I don't know, since that picture probably. And when I was doing it, I thought, is that even?
You do look like a football player.
I was putting on the eyeshadow and I thought, this doesn't match a face like this. Like it was all wrinkled. I could see all the hairs where I hadn't waxed in years. And I was like, oh my, that's probably not great. And then I was thinking, like, why did I wear so much makeup when I was young? And then I remembered, like, when you're young, you can pull off anything. I mean, and I don't mean it's like you have to. I just mean youth is
Yeah.
you can do anything. You
Everything
can wear
goes because it all looks
everything,
good.
any fashion, hats, makeup, pads, no makeup, no, it's like, it's amazing how
Yeah.
a youthful person is,
Lucky.
just, yeah.
Lucky.
Blessed, and you didn't even freaking know it.
I know
All
that.
you young girls, like,
Yes.
just enjoy it. Although
Yeah.
we're hot, but we were not as hot as
Yeah,
we were
this
when
is
we were
hot.
18.
This is hot.
You
Jana,
guys
you
are
look
hot.
All right. We'll get to all that in a little bit. But I think don't we have a drawing? Do we have a
we
drawing
do.
today?
We do. Yes.
Um,
Yes.
I'm a shoulder pad girl.
Yeah. So we have a drawing for another hat.
We sure do.
Yeah.
All right, pull it out. That's what he said. That's what she said, I mean.
That's what she said.
All right, let me go through these.
I've got the giggles from when Jana came on the
Oh,
camera.
it was funny.
I still haven't recovered from that.
Okay, so I can't get my shoulder pad to work with.
Just throw them out. Throw them out.
I just need to push it back so that it's more like a back hump.
Oh my
Back
gosh.
there. Yeah, that's much better. All right. Sorry. Here's the hat.
Yeah.
Giving
Nice
it away.
hat. Nice hat. Yep.
We also have them in black, as you will see in a minute. So we're going to put, anybody want to read it?
Robert. Yeah, he was on it last time. We don't know his.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's on it.
Lori Stewart.
On it.
Jules Girl.
On it.
Carol and Todd.
All right. That's a new one.
That Burke wife.
That's it.
She comments a lot. She's good.
She does.
Mhm.
And the last one?
Susan Clem.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, I dropped them all in there.
Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up. And this is not rigged. Someone messaged me, and a friend of mine said, I think it's rigged.
Oh,
It's not
really?
rigged.
Like, oh yeah, I can't do that.
Oh my gosh, I can't read it.
Jules Girl.
Jules Girl.
There you go. Yay.
Yeah. Speaking of hats, shall we show the pictures we have of the people who got them?
Yeah. Do you have them?
Okay. I do. I'm going to share a screen. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Beach and Barn Jewelry.
Cute.
Nice.
Her nails match her shirt. That's pretty impressive.
And she's doing the Hiya.
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
Fine.
She is. Then we have Rick.
Rick.
Rickman. Rickster. They all chose the black hat. I always wear the white one.
Uh-huh.
And we have Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Yee.
Love that.
Aw.
Yay, they're so
Pretty
cute.
cool, huh?
Love
They
it.
really are.
Cute.
I
Yeah.
love the hats.
I do
Like,
too.
you know,
too.
some ball caps don't look good, but those really, you guys did a good job picking that out. They look really good.
That's
They do.
3 people, 3 different shapes, and they all look great.
Uh-huh.
Every
Yeah.
one of those pictures, I was like, these are great.
Yeah, they
And I
look
love that they incorporated the sign you made
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
Jen. Hiya.
Oh, yeah, I love that. So cute. Anyway, thanks
know,
for
me
the
too.
picture. Yes, we love it.
Yeah, cute.
Okay, I am statements. Moving on. I am happy to be living in my 50s and not in the 80s when I was 20 or 10.
10 to 20, right. So,
Yeah. 10 to 20.
mine is I am capable of handling the challenges the day brings.
Was it me? I'm sorry. Was it me? Did I mess up
I
again?
just had the giggles. No.
Okay. I love the giggles. I love the giggles.
Are
They
you
make
ready
me.
for mine? Mine is very simple. I am a badass.
Oh, I love
I like that.
that.
There's a book called
Um,
"I'm a Mess," and
Yeah.
tells you to do it. I love
Every
that.
day. Yeah, I have it, I think. Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, moving on.
Moving on.
Hey, hold on. Yeah, everybody else, let us know what your affirmations are. So, like, it's nice to hear
Yeah.
other people's affirmations so we can copy. Just kidding.
Yeah, for sure. So we can
Yeah,
copy you. Because if yours sounds good, we're going to use it
we're going to use it on air. It'll be great. Okay.
on
That's
air.
right.
So, let's get on to our topic. How about that?
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
So, the 80s. I think we're going to do the 80s.
The
What do you think? Yeah.
80s.
Woo.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So, I
Bringing
just
back the
wanted to-
80s.
That's right. And I thought it'd be so fun to just talk about, I don't know, growing up and like how we grew up. And it's funny, when I first thought of the 80s, I thought they were awesome. They were so great. But then 80s started in junior high. So junior high is when I moved to Texas. I was very awkward looking in junior high. I mean, I had to wear,
We
I
all
didn't wear,
were.
well, I know, but I mean, I had to wear headgear.
You did? During the
did.
day?
No, well, I was supposed to, but I didn't. I only wore it at night. And Dr. Tottenham wanted me to wear it all the time. And I was like, hell no. So I was meeting all the new
No.
people in this school, and I couldn't go to school with a headgear. So I would put it on extra
Yeah.
tight at night. And I got past the band. Like, the band was so tight that I went past it. And
Jeez,
it
you were committed.
It would be on my cheeks this tight at night, pulling my teeth back because I had to make up time. You know, I couldn't wear it during the day, so I could
Wow.
only wear it at nighttime. So, anyway,
Do they not use headgears anymore? Because my kids didn't have to wear
You know,
headgears.
I don't think it's a thing anymore. I don't know.
So it was like a torture in the 80s, and now they figured out a way to not torture these poor kids
I think they use bands, rubber bands. I
Yeah.
think that's what they use.
instead.
everything they did to my mouth, they don't even do anymore. They pulled teeth,
Wow.
did a palate spreader. But yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, so junior high, it was
I
awkward.
was thinking, yeah,
Crazy.
I was thinking one of my favorite memories, and I was reminded of this. Remember when we used to make mixtapes? So you had your cassette tape, and you'd make mixtapes for your
Yes.
friends or your boyfriends.
For your boyfriend and make them for you.
You put the little title, you write the title on the line, and you'd use different
Yeah.
colors and different secret words and you would title it on the edge of the paper.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
God, that was so
You're right.
fun.
That was very
Do you
fun.
have any of those tapes left?
No, I wish I did.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm
Or
a
people
thrower
made for you.
outer.
I am too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny though, because I asked my niece about that, and I said to her, "Don't you guys like when you have a boyfriend or something? Don't you want to make a tape of all the songs and he sends it to you?" And she goes, "Yeah, we do that." I go, "No,
It's a
you don't.
playlist. It's like a
It's
playlist.
a playlist."
Yeah.
So it's the same
nice.
thing, but it's not as personal.
No.
No.
And then
Uh,
you'd put your cassette tape on the Walkman, right? Like you'd have your
Yeah.
earphones.
Oh yeah.
And then you have that handheld Walkman, and you push
Yes.
eject, and you slide the tape in there and close it
Yeah.
up. And you remember you'd have to like fast forward or rewind and find
Yes.
the perfect spot.
Or did the next song or
Yeah.
Do you remember when the tapes moved to the CD player
Yeah.
and you had to go to the gym with that big CD
Yeah.
player? And when
Yeah.
you'd run on the treadmill, it'd skip.
That's funny.
I remember thinking, I will never use CDs. Those are so dumb.
Right.
I'm going to stick to my cassette tapes. My
CDs
jam
everywhere.
CD was Madonna. Well,
Yeah, that
I
was-
would
yeah.
rock out to her on the way
For
to
sure.
school.
Madonna was great.
Yeah, she was
Just great.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
What about what did y'all wear? Do you remember what things you wore? I just remember things like parachute pants, but I never got a
Yeah.
pair. But everybody had
I had
those.
those. I had those.
I had
Leg
shoes to
warmers.
match I had like different color shoes to match every outfit.
Oh,
So I had
wow.
pink shoes, blue shoes, yellow shoes, like flats.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I don't really remember what I wore, honestly.
I wore
It,
leg warmers.
Leg warmers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't sexy though. Do you guys remember that? Like it wasn't very sexy.
Leg warmers?
No, what we wore, just general clothes in general.
Yeah.
Ah, leg warmers was Jane Fonda. Was it?
Fonda.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it
It
Jane
was.
Fonda?
And you know what I was thinking? And Flashdance was the other one. Remember
Flashdance was
She made
great.
it sexy. She made Jane
She
was
was
sexy.
sexy.
what Jennifer Beal, right? Jennifer
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Beal.
Yeah.
Flashdance. No. So, but what's funny, it reminded me of when I used to go to the gym. Do you remember you'd wear your like your tights and then like your onesie over it, and
The
then
leotard. Yes.
your leotard.
Oh, yeah.
Your leotard, which it makes me
But
giggle.
that was
to
the
even-
90s, I think. Wasn't that
Was
the
it
90s?
I think that was the
Yeah,
80s.
maybe it was 90s. It could have been, but
Well, Flashdance was when I was in high school. I didn't watch
Yeah.
that. I didn't watch that in the 90s. I was at home when I watched Flashdance.
Yeah.
yeah, and she
And
had those,
that was
like,
her whole style.
Yeah,
I remember thinking Flashdance was a little risque. I remember thinking that Dirty Dancing was like I was
Yeah.
doing something a little over the line when I
Yes.
was watching it.
Yes.
When they were dancing.
Well,
I was like,
think about Grease. That was a
Yeah.
high school girl that got pregnant,
yeah,
and they were all having sex,
oh yeah.
yeah.
you know, and we
Yeah.
were like
Let's-
dancing and singing.
That was my favorite song on the whole album.
Smoking.
My
Yeah.
favorite song on the whole album was "Let's Do It for Our Country." Our country wants us to, and he was like, "Do it, baby." And I remember I had no idea what I was singing.
No.
I would just sing it all day
We
long.
were like 10.
Hey, when did
You better shape
Sharp-
up, cause I need a man.
My heart is set on you.
Like,
Yes.
oh my God, how sexual.
Well,
Yeah.
do you remember
Better shape up.
But
Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band?
Oh,
Do you remember
yeah.
the movie? Wasn't that
Yeah.
No,
80s?
I don't remember that.
Because that whole movie was about drugs. And I just remember singing Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, and I just thought she
Yeah.
was so beautiful, but it was really talking, I think it's like cocaine is what they're
It's
talking about.
cocaine, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just the whole movie was drug. And I just, as a kid, you don't really know.
We didn't know it. Mm-mm.
It's funny. There's a woman on TikTok. She goes through the 80s and she stops the lyrics and she's like, yeah, I never knew that. And I mean, it's almost every song is about like,
and our
yeah,
parents
it's
let
funny.
us do that.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
the same now though.
True.
It's the same now though, wine mom.
I don't let my daughter do any of that.
Oh, come on, man.
G-rated all the way. She's 20
Right.
and she's still at G-rated movies.
That's right. That's right. And she listened.
But you
I do
remember
remember
Karate Kid?
Mhm.
Karate Kid, Back to the Future, Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club was
Breakfast-
so
they're-
like cool.
They're coming back. They're doing a reunion of the Breakfast Club.
Really?
I think so. I think they're
Are they
I
going to
just
be
saw-
in a library again?
I don't know, but they got all the stars back
That'd be
together. I
cool.
don't know if they're doing a movie
Oh,
or
that's
just
fun.
I know it'd be fun, but yes, I remember that. And 16 Candles was a huge
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
movie.
Pretty in
that was
Pink.
Pretty in Pink.
Molly
Oh my God,
Ringwald. I mean, she was so big.
She was.
Yes.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
so big.
so
Molly
true.
Ring-
Aw.
Another thing from the 80s I remember is Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Not Whitney as she got older, but Whitney
Yeah.
from the 80s. Like
Yeah.
she was
She
amazing.
was
in
the
the
bomb.
80s. Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
just remember like there was no okay, I have a funny story. And I lived in a relatively nice area of Colorado. I grew up in Colorado. And you guys are going to laugh at this. But I witnessed 3 different men masturbating.
What? Was that from the 80s?
Was that popular in the 80s?
No,
I don't remember.
no wonder they made that popular in the 80s. I didn't I was trying to figure out when that came
It
about.
started in the 80s.
The trend is coming back, though. I believe that's.
Jen, are you talking about in their car?
Yes.
I remember that too, though.
Yeah.
I was walking home from school and I saw it twice.
Yes.
Yeah. Guys
Are
in
you
their cars.
kidding?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they would watch you walk by. And
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yes.
If that's what you're talking about.
And
They would
one
sit in their
time
cars.
I saw an albino man masturbating in the park.
That's the freaking lottery. Like, you hit the lottery. You should. I mean, that. How often is that going to happen?
Who can say that happened?
Are you sure that wasn't powder? Because that was the 80s.
No.
I forgot about powder.
What was powder?
Powder was the movie about the albino who I think he went to heaven, right?
Oh,
I can't even remember who played Powder, but
I don't know, but I remember that. Yeah, for sure.
I think he got hit by lightning and something happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But 80s, also 80s skating rinks. Did y'all go to skating rinks?
Yes.
Big time, big deal. That was.
Yes. Could you guys skate backwards?
Oh my
yeah.
God, yes.
Could you dip? Could you dip down and do your legs like that?
Oh no.
I don't know if
I've never been able to dip in my life.
How about turns?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I was always the one that never got asked to couple skate.
Yeah, me neither. I never got asked.
I don't really remember.
Traumatic.
It is traumatic.
Or being picked on the teams, in PE.
Yeah.
If you'd be standing there like, I can.
I did it as a favor because it was me leaving Vegas to move to Texas. Remember, we all went in a station wagon to the skating rink, and he was just being nice, so he skated with me.
Who was that? Dean?
Dean or
Rodriguez.
Steve Rodriguez. Yeah.
Stevie Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out.
I'm sure he's listening.
Shout out to our 80s babes.
Right. Yeah.
But you could just walk around whenever you wanted. And I walked to school on a canal, so random. Like, it was so safe.
And just went to people's houses, right? Like, just kind of whoever. It didn't matter if you really knew them or not. Like, you just jumping over there. Like, it was very different.
Yeah, parenting was very different. And I will say that's one thing I do feel sorry for parents. Since I'm not one, I do notice like how difficult it would be to parent right now, because it doesn't matter what you do, somebody has an opinion about it. And my mom, Jana, they sent us out, go play outside. Like you were not supposed to be inside. If you were inside, you were doing something wrong. And we would stay outside all day. And, go to people's houses, stop in, climb fences. We do all these things and meet up with other groups of kids. And then you do other things. And I remember my mom like sending me to 7-Eleven with a note to buy cigarettes. And she'd be like, please let my daughter buy cigarettes.
And they did it?
Yeah. I mean,
that's so weird. Like, Jana could have written that.
I mean, I may
weird.
But it's strange because I don't feel like we got in a lot of trouble.
No.
Like, it doesn't seem like we got in the trouble that you would think you're allowing your kids to get into. And I realize it's a different age and it's a lot creepier.
Different.
I get it, but it's still very difficult to judge people, because I think that when you're raised a certain way, even like a little pop on the head, or like, I remember if I had a ponytail, and I did something wrong, somebody would grab me by the ponytail and I'd be like, okay, all right.
I get it.
Or getting lost. Like at every store we ever went into, I got lost, and my mom was never panicked. Like I'd come crying, I was lost. Well, you're found now. Now move on. That'll teach you to keep up with us, And I'm like, but I was lost,
But now you're afraid of them getting abducted.
Well, that's it. You can't do any of that.
Everything you're scared of with your kids.
Yeah.
They can't go to a friend's house. They can't watch TV. They can't have a phone. They can't walk. I mean, to ride her bike, it was like,
what do you think
I'm
that
too
shift
scared.
is? What's the shift? Do you think society's more dangerous? Do you think it's computer? You think society got more dangerous?
Yes. Yeah. There's more predators.
I so, yeah, I think so
For
too.
sure. For sure.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Jana, you are rocking the 80s look girl.
Jana, what year did you work at Glamour Shots?
Oh, I would say 1984 or 5. Hey,
Oh, my
you know
hair's
what?
falling
Speaking of
compared.
glamour shots.
Woo!
Wow,
Look
Jana.
at those cheekbones. Damn, girl.
No, got the,
Wow.
yeah.
Did you
Wow.
guys ever go to the video games where they had
Arcade.
the arcade
Yes.
Yeah.
when they came out? Remember?
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
And there was
Defender.
did they have lines?
Centipede.
Like they used to have a line where we would put the quarters up.
Yeah.
And then we'd have to say, no, that's my quarter. And you're like,
That's
how
my
do you know
quarter.
whose quarter? There'd be like 20 quarters lined up on the game.
That's my
Did you
freaking
guys do
quarter,
that?
I could tell.
What about that?
It was a 1976 bicentennial.
You know what? Those arcades, in Dallas, we have an arcade here. So you pay $10 to get in. You can play all the arcade games you want.
Oh,
They
wow.
serve beer and wine,
Oh, that's
and
fun.
chips, and
Wow.
fries. And we
That's
have
fun,
so
though.
much fun. Yeah.
But I've
is
seen
fun.
Centipede. Remember Centipede?
Yes, I love Centipede, and Defender
Pinball
was one of my
machines.
favorite. Yeah, I love all
Just
those.
a little fun fact about those games. Do you know what game was the first game to actually tell a story?
Mario Brothers or Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong is what I was going to say.
Wow. Yeah, you guys are good.
What about Frogger? Remember Frogger?
Frogger was my favorite.
I love Frogger. I could sit and play Frogger. I bought actually an Atari not too long ago.
Atari.
It has all those games on it. Yeah, we bought one.
Does it
and,
have the console, the separate console that you use?
Well, yeah, it had kind of, and then it has like a little joystick.
Yeah.
You know, thing for you to,
I love a good joystick.
Gosh, right? Speaking of joysticks, I'm just kidding. But did you have like a stick shift car? Did y'all ever do that? All of my first couple cars were like they were all stick shift.
Really? So. I learned to drive in my dad's Jeep, which was a stick shift. But right. I had a. What was your first car?
Mine was a Plymouth Champ.
What was that? What color was it?
It's a tiny. It looked like a rabbit. Do you remember the rabbits with the hatchback? Had a little hatch.
Oh yeah.
Back, and it was real tiny little car, and it was my mom's, and it was silver with black interior.
Okay. Tish, what about you?
Mine was a Trans Am with that big bird on the front.
Ooh.
What?
You know that
what
big.
color?
You don't remember that, Jana? We stole it.
I do. Yeah, I do remember that one actually.
It was my dad's. It was my dad's, and then we stole it when Jana came down, drove it at night. But
we were 15.
I tried to scale the wall, and I ripped up all my forearms.
Not like this, and it got her nose and her arms.
And we were supposed to go cruising.
And then she was just like, "Come down, just come down." So then I got down, and when I got her, she was bleeding all over her face and hands. So we got in the car.
I still have scars.
She was hurting so much that we literally drove around the block and came and parked, and then we walked through the front door because we were sneaking out the window tying sheets together.
Oh
and
my! You guys,
the sheets broke, and that's how she's. So we just walked through the front door to get back in an hour later, and went to bed.
Did they see you? Her parents didn't see you.
Woke up. They never woke up. It was ridiculous.
No.
Mine was a yellow 280Z.
Ooh, that's awesome. I think you might
Those
have
were nice cars.
It was sweet.
Did you have that when I met you?
Maybe. And then I got a Prelude.
Her Prelude.
Yeah.
I love that Prelude so much. That was like my dream car when you got that car. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, really?
When you got that car, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh. I loved it so much.
What was the, it's a little car.
Carmagia.
Is it an MX, Mazda MX-6 or a Mazda Miata?
No, I hate those. My nemesis drove one, and I was like, I hate you. Her name was Paige.
That's in the olden days when we didn't like people.
Yeah, now we like everybody. That's true.
That's before we had I am statements. I am very kind. We didn't know about those. Damn, I am
That's
statements
before
came
we
around too
turned over a
late.
new leaf.
Yeah.
Well, what's our gold nugget? That 80s were fun.
They were
I thought
fun.
they were fun.
I have a lot of good memories
I do
from the
too.
80s.
I mean, that's the year of your firsts.
That's
So it's
sure.
definitely
That is
special
a good
years.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's a
was.
good point.
Yeah. So
So
yeah.
fun.
Very good.
Well, this
very,
was
very
fun, girls.
Yeah,
Very
it was
fun.
fun. Nice reminiscing.
Alrighty.
Doing my hair. It was great.
Yeah.
If any of the listeners want to reminisce with us and tell us if we forgot something really important during the 80s, let us know. And if
Yeah.
you want to do what we've done and just kind of
take
get
a
this big
picture.
old hair going,
Right.
take a picture
Send us
and
some
send it to
pictures.
us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are
Very
wishing
good.
you a great week, positive vibes, and we will see you next time.
Peace out.
Sounds great.
Bye.
Bye.